Hello, my old school soul food family. Chef Jeffrey back with another video. All right, y'all. It is Thanksgiving. And y'all, I said, I'm going to do something here. I know we grew up. Let me grab one here. Y'all know when we grew up on cranberry sauce. This is the cranberry sauce we grew up on right there. That ocean spray, gelate cranberry sauce. This is the best cranberry sauce it is. But in the past 30 years, y'all, I have begun to like the cranberry, what we call the cranberry relish type sauce. The whole cranberries, because I developed a recipe with fresh cranberries that just takes it to the next level. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to make about, I don't know, I'm going to put mine in canning jars this year, y'all. Instead of freezing it, I said I'm going to make it even better. Because when I freeze it, out of sight, out of mind. So I said I'm going to put it in my little pint, half-pint canning jar, and I can give it away for Christmas or holidays, and we'll do it like that. So anyway, let me show you what I got here. Got some fresh cranberries all washed up and ready to go. I picked the other one. Sometimes you get a bad one in there. I picked that out. I got some fresh orange juice in the bottle. You can do fresh squeeze you want to. A little orange zest we're going to add at the end. Brown sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg. That's all that go in it. Very, very simple. And we're going to can these bad boys. First thing I'm going to do, throw my cranberries in here and the orange juice. We're going to put everything in here, y'all. Set this up. Turn this on. There we go. Throw all that in there. All that orange juice in there. Now we're going to put our brown sugar in here. Now, not all cranberries are created equal, and you probably know that. So you got to kind of, when I used to make this, we used to make this by 25 gallons. And my job I retired from, and we have to keep adding sugar, because cranberry, once they pop, they get tart. And you got to kind of eye it. All right, going to put a little cinnamon in there. A little nutmeg. And we're going to put the zest in at the end. But our main thing right now, we want this thing to come to a boil and those cranberries to pop. And we're going to let them pretty much pop and do their thing. We're going to check our sugar content, and then we're going to add some cornstarch to this and thicken it up. And then right then we'll add our orange zest. And then we're going to put in our canning jars and we're going to can them. And then we're going to have cranberry sauce all the holidays. So anyway, we'll be back. All right, y'all, we are back here. Y'all can see these cranberries are starting to pop. You can hear them. You hear them popping? That's what you want them to do. When they start boiling, they're going to start popping, and that's what I want. Now, I already checked all my sugar content. I had to add more sugar, y'all. And I'm going to try it again, because as these things pop, they're going to secrete more bitterness. Oh, wow, yeah, that's good. So, like I said, I'm going to have to check them all the way until they finish popping. And then I'll know if that's enough sugar. If I got my nutmeg, I add a little bit more sugar. I add a little bit more nutmeg and cinnamon to this as well. Oh, yeah. Like I say, y'all, I used to make 25, 30 gallons of this every Thanksgiving. On my job, we big old pots. It makes me think about something funny. You know, you're working with young chefs. They don't really know, and you got to really tell everybody. You can't assume, especially young chefs, that they know. So as we're doing this, you know, I got to thicken it with cornstarch. At the end here, as I told y'all. And got one that went overboard. Hold on, y'all. I got a cranberry overboard here. Let me get it here before that thing busts. Make a mess on my stove. There we go. So, assuming, I told him, okay, we're going to let that boil and we're going to add some cornstarch to that. Go ahead and add a little cornstarch. I'm assuming in my mind that the young lady knew to make a slurry with the cornstarch. No. The cornstarch that we buy is 5-pound containers, y'all. And you know, we buy the industrial stuff. Instead of making a slurry like I'm about to do, she took the whole 5-pound and dumped it in there like flour. Oh my goodness. You know what that's gonna happen when you do that. It was just a disaster, y'all. We had to stir and do what we had to do, but we did rescue it out, y'all, where we could use it, but it was just a big glob of mess. So I don't never assume, especially working with young people, that they know what they're doing. You really have to watch it in the kitchen. That's why I do on my channel here. I try to simplify things and know in certain terms, dumb it down, because I can't assume everybody know simple things like I know. Let me put a little bit more water back there in my water bath for my jars here in a minute. So y'all see this about to pop here. Now I'm going to get my, speaking of slurry, once these start to pop, y'all, let me get my slurry ready. While I'm talking and wondering and making fun of telling y'all the story, and I don't even have my slurry ready here. Put some slurry here, y'all. And to y'all don't know, slurry, all it is 50% cornstarch, 50% water. You can use flour if you want to. At my job, we use arrowroot too for certain things. So we're gonna mix that up really good. We're gonna thicken this up to a certain thickness. And then, that's what I want, just like that, y'all. I don't want them to all burst. I want to have some substance in them. If you know what I mean, I don't want them all to be exploded and busted. I want to have some kind of substance in some of them. Let them boil a little bit more. They're popping all over my stove here. Okay, stir this around the slurry here. Pour this cornstarch in here. And you know, when this starts getting clear, you know you got a good batch of cranberry sauce here. A little bit more cornstarch, and then we're gonna fold in our orange zest. And that'll be it. We'll get our jars ready. Put it in our jars. But it's got to be the right consistency, y'all. Can't be too thick, can't be too thin. You want it to kind of flow over your dressing and your turkey. I'm telling you, I thought I got hooked on this stuff, y'all. Because I didn't grow up on cranberry sauce like this. Cornstarch cooked in there. I'll pour all that in there. Use it all up, right? There we go. Now we're gonna put our orange zest in here. Turn this down a little. We're gonna throw in our orange zest. That's gonna take it to the next level with the orange flavor there. Fold it in there. Turn this down. Oh my God, if you could smell this, y'all. Smells like the holidays. I'm gonna turn this off. And that's it. We're gonna give it a taste to make sure there's enough sugar in it. Let's see here. Oh wow, that's perfect, y'all. And that orange, when I put that orange zest in there, it gives it an explosion of flavor. How pretty that is, y'all. So we're gonna turn this off, it's already off. We're gonna get our jars set up, we'll be right back. All right, y'all, we are back here. All right, y'all. Let's get these bad boys in the jar. I'm just like I'm canning anything else, y'all. Usually 1 cup there. Just like that. Just like that, y'all. I'm doing the little bitty jars first. And we'll see how many small jars we get, and then we'll go to the big ones, because I want to be the small jars first, because we give these away as gifts. Like I say, you got some hole in there, and you got some, and that's what makes it better. Like I say, when you're putting on that turkey and dressing, I think I'm gonna need a couple more jars. I'm gonna grab a couple more jars, y'all, to finish filling these up, and we'll be back. Show you the canning method. We'll be right back. All right, y'all, we are back. I got them all in the jars, and y'all know I'm gonna go around the rim with vinegar here, because this is what you're working with, something sticky. And you definitely don't want the rim of your jar to be sticky when you put your lid on there. So I like to go around the rim right there. Just as so, make sure. When I'm canning, y'all, I'm very, very, very careful. So I don't want to get nobody sick. And knock on wood, I've never gotten anybody sick. So I'm very careful about my food and stuff. So we're gonna put our lids on here. Then we're gonna come back and put our, whatever you call it. This, what is this called? The lid or the top of the lid, whatever you call it. Y'all see I have some for the side. I'm gonna use that for a video that's coming up. So I don't have to open my jar up. I have to be opening my jars. So we're gonna put that on there. We're gonna set them right over here in my water. I got heating up all boiling over here already. I'm not using a normal canning pot. I'm using my Dutch oven, but it'll work just the same. It'll work just the same, long as that water's boiling. Actually, I used my Dutch oven before for this. I think I can get one more in there, y'all. Get one more in there, y'all. Ooh, hold on. That one wanna turn over on me. That one turn over on me. Y'all didn't even see that. Good. Y'all didn't even see that. See that? I'm using my Dutch oven, y'all, so it's gonna take a little bit longer. Because it's not flat like my other one is, but it's gonna do what I needed to do though. So anyway, we're gonna get these all canned off for the next 30 minutes here, get them all done, and we'll be back to close this video out. Old school cranberry relish, y'all, for Thanksgiving and Christmas. We'll be right back. All right, y'all, that's it. That was a quick cooking session. Come on, Chef Jeffrey. For me, y'all. Like I said, I got 6, 7, 8 jars out of this. And 6 I'll give away and 2 I'll hang around. But you can see how it's set up nicely. See how it sets up nicely? And this will flow perfectly over your dressing. I'm telling you, I love this. The dressing and the turkey, I grew to love this. You know, I grew up, like I say, on that jelly stuff out the jar, which I love it too. But this, oh, look at that, y'all. See how it's set up? That's what you want. You don't want it too thick. And you don't want it too thin. And it complements your dressing and turkey so well. Oh, that orange is just exploding in there. So anyway, let me close this video out. If you like this video, please share, please comment, please subscribe. Please follow my social media account, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch TV, TikTok, and oldschoolsoulfood.com. Remember the hashtag 2025? It's great to be alive. It's even better to be living. Old School Soul Food. Till next time, have a blessed Old School Soul Food day. And I will definitely see y'all in the next video. Y'all have a happy, blessed Thanksgiving. Love y'all. Bye.